Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning. We're going to do the podcast today. This is Landy. This is me.
Hi.
Rate, comment, share, and subscribe. I couldn't sleep. My cat was laying on me at 3:30 this morning, so I really couldn't sleep. So I was like, hey, Landy, let's do the podcast. So it's early, Sunday morning. I still have to go to work later, but we're going to talk to the one and only Steve Irwin today.
Yeah, we're going to bring him in. I like that. That was fire.
Yeah.
That's what I can do. So here he is. Steve, are you still there, my friend?
Oh, yes, mate, I'm still here.
Well,
All right. Well, today's audio may be bad, but try and piece it together, I guess. We're going to, hopefully it gets better as we go along, and bear with us here.
so Steve, is it because it's a little cloudy out? Like it's blocking the signal between us and you and heaven? Like these big, massive clouds? And you sound like shit?
Yeah, mate, I'll say that it's a little bit cloudy up here in heaven right now. I'm hoping it clears up soon.
Well, we hope so too. We have a couple questions for you. How many times did you look at that stingray and thought you could take it?
Oh, mate, I thought I could take that thing on every time I looked at it. In fact, I thought I could take on all the stingrays in the ocean just by myself.
Okay. Well, is there a no crocodile sign in heaven? And if so, did you immediately break it upon entry?
No, there's no sign up here in heaven that says no crocodiles allowed. In fact, on my first day here in heaven, I managed to wrestle down a fully grown saltwater crocodile and ride it into sunset like a fawn steed.
Well, that sounds pretty interesting. I never rode a crocodile.
I wonder what that's like.
That's going to be on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Riding a crocodile.
Right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Are you currently... Where are you? You talking?
Oh, mate, let me tell you, wrestling a crocodile is a thin thrill.
Are you talking?
I remember feeling the cold, scaly skin of that beast against my body as we wrestled, and the powerful jaws snapping just inches from my face. It was a wild ride, I tell you.
It sounds kind of thrilling, if you ask me there, Steve. So are you currently running a Crocodile Hunter Heaven Edition show featuring crocodiles, hellhounds? And if so, how do you handle hellhounds in the water?
Well, mate, the Croc Hunter Heaven Edition series is a blast. We feature all sorts of dangerous creatures, and when it comes to the hellhounds, we've got a special way of handling them. You see, we've trained a team of saltwater crocodiles to take on these hellhounds in the water. They may be fierce, but those gators are even more brutal.
Okay, well, if animals and humans can communicate in heaven, what's the first thing a snake told you?
Well, mate, the first thing a snake told me in heaven was, stay away from the garden, mate. Trust me, you don't want to go there. Turns out those damn serpents are still up to their old tricks, trying to get people banished from Eden.
That's what I should be getting.
Oh.
Yeah, mate, just steer clear of that damn garden. Trust me, it's a trap.
Did you ever think that holding a baby crocodile while feeding a big one was perhaps just a little too risky?
Oh, mate, I've done crazier things than that. Holding a baby crocodile while feeding a big one wasn't even the riskiest thing I did on an average day. I remember once I held a baby crocodile in one hand and a baby tiger shark in the other while feeding a group of sea snakes. Now, that was a risky situation, I tell you.
Which animal, in your opinion, would make the best secret agent?
Oh, that's a tough one. I'd have to say chameleon. They can blend in with any environment. They're masters of disguise, and they've got those long, stinky tongues that can grab onto things. Plus, they can shoot their tongues over 6 times their body length to catch their prey. Imagine a secret agent with a weapon like that.
Oh.
A secret agent with a long tongue. Okay, well.
Yeah, imagine the possibilities, mate. A
Oh,
secret agent with a chameleon's tongue could be the ultimate spy. They could lick documents off of desks without being seen. They could open locked doors by licking the keyhole, and they could even stick their tongue out and grab a file off a shelf in the filing cabinet. The possibilities are endless.
that's true. That's true.
I mean,
So I have a weird question. So if you could have a conversation with a platypus, what would you ask it?
Well, if I could have a conversation with a platypus, I'd ask it why it decided to mix up so many different animal traits into one creature. It's like a duck, an otter, and an anteater all rolled into one. I'd want to know what goes on in that little brain of theirs.
Well, just imagine a platypus like mixed with the iguana with a long tongue. How cool would that be?
Oh, mate, a platypus with a long iguana tongue would be an absolute beast. That would be a sight to behold. It could lick its prey from a distance, slurp up its food like a vacuum, and maybe even use its tongue as a weapon. It would be a force to be reckoned with.
All right. Well, have you ever given a hug to a creature that definitely did not want a hug?
Oh, mate, I've hugged all sorts of creatures that didn't want a hug. I remember one time I tried to hug a parenti, a type of monitor lizard, and let me tell you, it wasn't too happy about it. The bugger tried to bite my arm off. I've also hugged a few snakes that weren't fond of the idea.
Speaking about snakes and stuff, so this is real talk here. Was it really necessary to poke that poisonous snake?
I'll admit, that wasn't my smartest move, mate. I was trying to get a closer look at the snake, and I thought I could handle it. But let me tell you, that snake was venomous, and I paid the price for my stupidity. It bit me right on the thumb, and I ended up in hospital.
You probably thought you were going to die, but later on in life you died with the stingray. The stingray got your ass. I don't know.
That's right, mate. I've almost died more times than I can count. But hey, that's the life of a crocodile hunter. You got to take risks to get the best footage, to show people the beauty and wonder of these amazing creatures. And sometimes that means getting up close and personal with a few venomous snakes, or even a stingray.
well,
So did you bring a pair of your khaki shorts to heaven, or did they give you a pair upon arrival?
Oh, mate, I definitely brought my own khaki shorts to heaven. Those shorts are iconic, and I couldn't imagine heaven without them. And let me tell you, they look even better in heaven's natural light. I strut around up here in my khaki shorts, and the angels can't get enough of them.
If you see a ghost crocodile and you pet it on the head, is it still your fault if it bites you?
Well, mate, if I see a ghost crocodile in heaven, I'm going to consider it a friendly fella.
yeah.
But let's be honest, if it bites me, it's probably going to be my own fault for trusting a ghost crocodile with my hand. But hey,
Nah.
that's just part of the fun of heaven, isn't it? You get to see all kinds of crazy stuff, and sometimes it bites you.
True, true. Well, have you ever tried to jump on the back of any celestial wildlife?
Oh, you know I have, mate. I've jumped on the backs of all sorts of celestial wildlife up here in heaven. I've ridden a winged horse, I've flown on a phoenix's back, and I've even surfed on a dolphin made of light. Heaven is a wild place, and I couldn't resist the temptation to jump on any celestial creature I saw.
That's cool. You spoke about dolphins because a friend of mine, her name's Maddie. This one's going out to Maddie. She had a question for you. So, are dolphins secret spies of the ocean? She wants to know.
Oh, secret spies of the ocean, eh? That's an interesting question. Dolphins are certainly intelligent creatures with big brains and a highly evolved social structure. They use complex communication systems and even have a sense of self-awareness. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that dolphins could be secret spies of the ocean. But let's be
Good to know.
real for a second, mate. Dolphins are more likely to be playing and having fun than spying on anyone.
Well, that's true, I suppose. It's good info, good little input on that. What do you think, Landy?
Dolphins brings me back to that day.
Well, dolphins are the most amazing creatures, mate.
Fucking
They're
cruise
playful,
ship.
intelligent,
Not
and
really
they're
a
some of the
cruise ship, but it
biggest
was a
flirts of the sea.
What's the best way to handle a demon that's acting a bit snappy?
Dealing with a snappy demon can be tricky, but I've got a few suggestions for you. First, try to remain calm and confident. Demons can sense fear, so don't let them get the better of you. Second, try communicating with the demon in a respectful but firm manner. Show them who's boss. Mate, these boxes there. We'll show you. And third, if all else fails, well, a good old-fashioned wrestling match might do the trick.
Why don't I just stab it in the throat with these wire cutters?
Well, you could try that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Demons are pretty tough creatures, and they don't go down too easy. Plus, if you stab one, you can count on a gang of them coming after you. So unless you're looking for a fight, I'd suggest finding another way to handle your snapping demon.
Oh yeah, well I've got a pair of dollar store rusted cutters here. I'm not afraid of no ghosts. I don't need Ghostbusters. These dollar store wire cutters will last a few thousand demon hits. Don't you worry about that.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, mate, but I've got a feeling those dollar store wire cutters might not be quite as effective against a demon as you think. Trust me, demons are powerful beings and they have some pretty thick hides. Those wire cutters might be just as likely to break as they are to actually harm a demon. But hey, if you want to take the chance, be my guest. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Steve, it sounds like you're slowing down a little bit. There's more clouds between us and heaven. Do you think the stingrays up in heaven are a bit more chill than the ones down here that killed you?
Oh, mate, I reckon the stingrays in heaven are probably just as feisty, if not more so, than the ones down
Oh,
here.
they're still feisty.
We've got a whole bunch of them up here, and they're a right feisty lot. But trust me, even the stingrays in heaven have nothing on me. I've taken on far worse in my lifetime, so a few stingrays are nothing to worry about.
So another question. If you meet a dragon up there, have you ever met one? And would you tell it to watch out?
A dragon, eh? Mate, I'd love to meet a dragon up here in heaven. And of course I'd tell it to watch out. Dragons are powerful creatures, but even they need a bit of advice every now and then. I'd give that dragon a few tips on how to be the best dragon it can be. But knowing my luck, that dragon would probably try to take a bite out of me.
Well, now that you're up in heaven, have you ever tried to wrestle any of the angels' pets?
Do angels even have pets?
I've tangled with a few of the angels' pets, mate. Let me tell you, those angels can be pretty possessive of their critters, but that hasn't stopped me from trying my hand at it. I even once tried to ride a heavenly Pegasus, and that was a wild ride, let me tell you. Ha! Mate, those heavenly dogs are a right playful bunch, I'll give you that. They'll jump on your lap and lick your face all day long. And I've even seen them wrestle with the angels, knocking them over and jumping all over their wings. It's quite a sight, let me tell you.
So are the crocodiles in heaven? Are they the crocodiles or just big snappy lizards?
Oh, you betcha there's crocodiles in heaven. And let me tell you, these crocs are the biggest and snappiest you've ever seen. They're more than just lizards, mate. They're proper beasts with sharp teeth and a fierce attitude to match.
So, being that you're passed on, like if they bite you, what exactly happens?
That's true too. You die twice. He's thinking about that one. Maybe he got bit. He's attacking something.
Mate, let me just say that a crocodile bite in heaven is just as bad as it is down on earth. These crocs up here ain't playing around. They'll bite you and it'll still hurt like hell. And yeah, you might not die, but that doesn't mean you'll walk away unscathed. Those sharp teeth can still leave a mark.
Okay, but if it rips your leg off, are you gonna bleed all over the floors of heaven? Or is it just gonna like take your leg off?
Is there blood in heaven?
You know what? Good question, mate. Let me tell you, there might not be any blood in heaven, but it sure feels like there is. If a crocodile bites your leg off in heaven, it'll still feel like you've got blood pouring out of that stump. It's an odd sensation, but trust me, you'll still feel the pain and the shock of losing a limb, even if there's no actual blood.
So, like, is there like I don't know, surgeries and like band-aids and stuff in heaven? Like,
Do you call the ambulance to come if you get a leg ripped off in heaven? Like what?
yeah, like how
Or do
do
the
they,
angels come by and like just mend it for you with their?
Yeah, what do they do?
Yeah, I hear you, mate. In heaven, things are a bit different than down on earth. There's no need for surgeries or band-aids because the angels take care of us in other ways. If you lose a limb, the angels will use their healing powers to mend you up in no time. And if a crocodile bites you, they'll take care of the damage too. It's not like your average hospital visit, but let me tell you, the angels know how to take care of their heavenly residents.
Well, speaking of heavenly residents, how about a wombat up in heaven? What's the best way to get a wombat to agree to take a selfie?
Mate, getting a wombat to take a selfie is a little like trying to catch a fish with your bare hands.
It's been
Those
done.
little critters are notoriously stubborn, and they don't like doing anything that doesn't involve eating or digging. But if you're dead set on getting a picture with a wombat, I suggest offering it something it can't resist, like a big pile of eucalyptus leaves or some really good soil to
Wish
play
I get some
in.
eucalyptus leaves.
If all else fails, you could always try dressing up like a giant eucalyptus tree.
Why would I want to dress up like a eucalyptus tree? I don't want a wombat eating me.
Mate, if a wombat finds you dressed up like a eucalyptus tree, it just might try to take a bite out of you. Wombats are natural foragers and spend their days eating eucalyptus leaves. If they see a tree-shaped object in front of them, they're not going to pause to take a second look. They're just going to munch away, thinking they've hit the jackpot. So unless you're keen on getting a wombat-sized bite taken out of you, I suggest leaving the tree costumes at home.
Here's a question everyone's probably wondering. Have you ever managed to wrangle up a chupacabra or a Bigfoot?
Oh, mate, I've tried my hand at catching a chupacabra a time or two, but those little buggers are elusive. They've got a knack for disappearing into thin air when you're just about to grab them. As for Bigfoot, well, I gave up on that chase a long time ago. That big fella's just too slick, and he knows how to stay hidden from us humans.
So, I don't know, if Bigfoot were to wrestle a crocodile, who do you think would win?
Well, mate, that's a tough one. Bigfoot's got size and strength on his side, but a crocodile's got that sharp bite and those powerful jaws. If they were to go head to head, I reckon it would be one hell of a fight, but my money's on the crocodile.
If you could go back in time, would you still tell that guy to get the cobra out of the cage, or would you let him get bit?
Mate, if I could go back in time, I'd do things a bit differently. Maybe I'd try to convince the guy to handle that cobra with a bit more caution, or maybe I'd just steer clear altogether. But let me tell you, I wouldn't want anyone getting bit by a venomous snake if I can help it.
I don't know. It might be fun sometimes. I know a few people I'd like to have get bit by a venomous snake.
Now, mate, let's not go wishing for people to get bit by
No, I'm not wishing.
venomous
I just
snakes.
said it would be fun.
Even if they deserve it, that's not a very nice thing to do.
I'm not wishing it.
Now, is it?
He can't hear you.
He can hear me.
Now he can.
Well, I know,
Before
but
he
he-
couldn't.
Oh, yeah, now I can
For
hear you,
the
mate.
video, he can hear
And
me.
let me tell you, it ain't right to wish harm on anyone, even if they deserve it. I know it can be tempting sometimes when someone really gets under your skin, but it's important to rise above that kind of stuff. We got to choose kindness over anger, even when it's hard. Trust me, you'll feel better in the long run if you keep your heart open and your mind clear, even when others don't.
So, what makes you want to do all
Mate,
it?
let me lay it out for you. Wishing people harm won't make you feel any better in
I'm
the
not
long
wishing
run.
harm.
Trust me. It might do what? Wish harm on
Stop.
people?
Get the crap out of your ears and stop talking. Okay. You there?
Oh, you're right, mate. Let's be honest here.
Oh, boy.
Go ahead.
All right, Steve. So, to do all this stuff to these animals, like, do you smoke weed? Have you ever smoked weed in your life?
Mate, I've never smoked weed in my life. I don't like the idea of messing with my mind or clouding my judgment. I'm all about being fully present and alert, especially when I'm working with animals. And besides, I've got better things to do than sit around and get high, you know? There's plenty of adventures out there waiting for me to have them.
Well, you're saying about clouding your mind. Like, your mind's already clouded if you want to jump on top of a fucking crocodile. I'm sorry.
Ha! You're right about that, mate. I've done some crazy things in my life, for sure. But let me tell you, those experiences have made me who I am today. And even if I look back at some of those moments and think, dang, that was risky, I don't regret a thing. Because I lived life to the fullest, and that's what it's all about. Yeah?
If he's not lying. He's not lying. If you could sit down and have a beer with the stingray that took your life and discuss animal behavior, what would you have asked it?
Mate, if I could sit down with that ray and have a chat, I'd want to know why it took a stab at me in the first place. I'd want to know if it felt afraid or threatened, or if it was just acting on instinct. And I'd want to make sure it knows that I don't hold any grudges against it. After all, it's just a part of nature, eh?
I guess. I guess you were swimming above it and they thought that you were a shadow, like some kind of a shark, and that's when it attacked you?
Yeah, that's what I reckon happened, mate. I was probably swimming above it, and it must have gotten spooked and thought I was a threat. Those things are meant for defense, not for attacking people on purpose, you know?
I know. What's the one animal you found that was actually more intimidating than a 15-foot saltwater croc? Something scary.
Well, there are some pretty intimidating creatures out there, mate. But if I had to pick just one, I'd say the mighty tiger. That's a cat that can take you down in
Tiger,
a second.
yeah.
It's got speed, strength, those powerful jaws and claws, and it's as tough as they come. Crossing paths with a tiger is one of the more intimidating experiences I've had for sure. and it's something I hope I don't have to endure again.
Are there any ghost tigers? Have you seen a ghost tiger up there?
Now, I ain't no expert on ghosts, but if tigers do turn into ghosts when they die, I reckon they'd be some fierce spectres. Imagine running into one of those bad boys in the afterlife. That'd be a right shocker, wouldn't it?
It definitely
Oh
would.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And being up in heaven, have you come across a creature that's made you say that's a nasty bugger?
Oh, mate, there's plenty of creatures up in heaven that could give you a good fright, that's for sure. I've come face to face with some real fearsome beasts up here, and it's given me a good scare, let me tell you.
Well, heaven's not supposed to have nothing scary. It's supposed to be like lovely up there. So maybe those animals got sidetracked and went to heaven instead of hell. What do you think?
Now, I ain't religious, but I reckon heaven's supposed to be a peaceful place. So those scary creatures must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
That's what I'm thinking.
Either that, or they just like to give folks a good fright, even in the afterlife.
Yeah, maybe they think it's part of your karma. That's part of your whole thing going to heaven. You have to go to get scared to death.
Well, that's an interesting take on it. But personally, I don't think heaven's supposed to be about being scared. It's supposed to be about peace, love, and all that good stuff, you know? But hey, maybe those scary critters just think it's fun to give us a fright, even in paradise.
When you pulled that barb out of yourself from that stingray, did you immediately know that it was a fatal mistake?
You know, mate, it's funny you asked that because I did have a feeling that things were taking a turn for the worse. Right when I felt that barb hit me, I knew there was poison spreading through my body, and I knew I was in trouble. But I thought I could tough it out, you know? I thought I'd make it through. But sometimes even the toughest people don't get a second chance. And that's just how it goes, I reckon.
Was there ever a time on camera you were truly terrified but acted like it was just a crikey moment? Come on, think.
There were a few moments when I was a bit spooked, mate, but I tried to keep a brave face and act like it was just another day in the life of the crocodile hunter. You know, I didn't want to scare any kids that were watching or make folks at home worry. There was one time when I got a bit too close to a crocodile and it made a lunge at me. That was definitely a heart-stopping moment. But I just laughed it off and kept going because that's what the crocodile hunter does, right?
Well, you said you don't like to scare kids, but that's kind of fun, like scaring kids. What do you think? You don't think that's fun?
Oh, mate, scaring some grown-ups can be a bit of fun, I'll give you that. But I draw the line at scaring kids. They're just innocent little tykes, you know? They don't need to be afraid of the world at that age. I feel it's my responsibility to make sure kids see the beauty and wonder of nature, not be scared of it.
I don't know. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, I suppose. I think it's funny scaring anybody, little kids, old people, whatever. Getting the shit scared at you is awesome. That's funny. I think it's funny. Landy?
I don't. I hate that feeling.
But it's funny,
I'll be
though.
honest with
Like,
you. I hate that fucking feeling. But sometimes it's fun. It depends on the situation.
yeah.
There's a time and a place for everything.
I suppose you've got a point there, mate. Scaring folks can be a bit of fun, as long as it's in good taste and harmless. But yeah, I reckon there's a time and a place for it too. You can't just go around scaring people left and right. That wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, you're right.
You're learning some important life lessons, mate. Scaring people can be a good laugh, but you gotta be careful. You can't just go around scaring people whenever you feel like it. It's important to remember that we're all human and everyone has their limits.
Right, and I think it's up to us to scare people to find how much those limits are.
Sure, mate, I get where you're coming from. It's important to push boundaries and step out of our comfort zones. I'm all for exploring and testing our limits, but I reckon it's important to remember that everyone's got their own limits too. Poking fun at someone can be a good laugh, but we've got to be careful not to take it too far, you know what I mean?
I hear you. Were you allowed to have your dirt bike in heaven?
Actually, they do have dirt bikes up in heaven, mate. They're not quite like the ones down on earth, though. The dirt bikes in heaven are a bit different. In fact, they don't even need roads. You can just take them up into the air and cruise around, no problem.
Cool.
Of course, they don't really go all that fast, but hey, it's the thought that counts, yeah?
Kinda
What
like
is this, GTA? Just taking and cruising. Zoom.
Ha! Yeah, it's a bit like GTA up here, mate. We can just take a dirt bike and zoom around with no worries of getting hit or pulling up at stoplights or anything. It's a good time, I tell you. And the best part is, we don't got to worry about a thing up here. It's all just a good time, and good times make for a happy bloke.
It's probably like a magic carpet. What do you think? Like in India, like they get on those magic carpets flying around.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh, I can see where you're coming from, mate. The magic carpets up in heaven are actually pretty sweet. They're not like the ones from Aladdin, though. They're actually much better. They're soft and comfy, and they don't need any magic to fly. They just kind of go wherever the wind takes them.
Does it have a radio, like an FM radio built into it? He's thinking.
I don't even think they
Come
got
on, Steve.
radios up there.
You have radios in heaven?
I think it's only tuned to one thing. What I read online, heard online.
You bet it does, mate.
I think we're having interference. More clouds or something going between us and heaven.
Oh.
He's having difficulties up there. We can't contact him anymore. All right, you want to put an end to this? Steve, you there? Hello, Steve.
It's just tap to interrupt, and we're tapping, and it's not interrupting. So
Yeah, I guess maybe he went to go take a nap. He got bit by
We're
something.
gonna hang up.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right.
We'll try to contact him next time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody for watching and tuning in on a Sunday morning with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. In there.
Don't forget, rate, comment, share, subscribe.
That way. That way. That way. And this way. And that way. This way and that way. And...
Sorry for the audio. Maybe I don't know what's going on, but either clouds.
Oh yeah, I know it was choppy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he did his best. Steve was, talking to us.
Yeah, we did our best.
Alrighty, well, thank you, and thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.